Hello students, we are going to do grammar today. At the end of your book, go to page number 84, you will find that all your grammar concepts are taught over there. If you learn grammar first, before doing even the lessons, it will be very good because in the lesson, if you have to find nouns, adjectives, you will at least know what you are doing. So first we will learn our grammar, full grammar we will learn, and then you will be able to solve all grammar topics very easily. Is everyone on page 84? First, on top you have seen they have given you adjective. Now let us see what is an adjective. Okay, today we are starting with grammar. Be careful, many children write ER, grammar spelling is GRAMMAR. Okay, and grammar for standard 5 when we are taking, I will also be covering all those things that you learnt in first, second, third and fourth because I don't know whether you know it. And this same grammar will be useful for 6th, 7th, 8th and further on also. Okay, so the first concept we are learning are adjective. In Hindi or Marathi, we call it Visheshan. Now, look at your book. It says it is a word that tells us something more about a noun or a pronoun. Now, first for that we have to understand what is a noun. Noun, naam or sangya. Now, you play name, place, animal, thing. What is your name? My name is Rashmi. Rashmi is a proper noun. Now suppose you say, Rashmi teacher is very old, she is very fat. So, old and fat is telling about me. So, in that adjective, we can take old, we can take fat, correct? Now, about pronoun. Pronoun is used instead of noun. So, instead of calling me Rashmi teacher, you will say she is old, she is fat. So, you understood it tells about a noun or pronoun. For example, a small box. It is telling you how the box is. Box is a noun. It's a common noun. So, small is also adjective. Fresh mangoes. Mangoes are common noun. So, telling about mangoes, you have fresh. I am sorry. Now, you will say how sorry is telling about anything, it is telling you how I am. If I say I am fat, then it is telling about me, I is a pronoun. So, same way I am sorry. So, sorry is also an adjective. Normally, people never think of sorry as an adjective, correct? They always feel old, fat and all, fine, that they agree. But I am, you are, he is, she is, we are and they are. After that, we put adjective. For example, I am fat. You are young. He is handsome. She is pretty. We are talkative. No? Or suppose I say we are Indian. Even Indian is an adjective. Why? Because it is telling more about us. What are we? How are we? We are Indian. Then big. Okay, big. Now small we had already taken. So big also is an adjective. Brown wooden board. Now here brown and wooden. Both big brown wooden board. So big, brown and wooden. The whole thing will be all three adjectives. You can use as many adjectives as you want for whatever you are describing. Describing means जब वर्णन करते हैं, तो to tell more about it, you can use lots of adjectives. Now, all these adjectives that we learnt, when we learn adjectives, very often you can learn opposites also. If old is an adjective, that means young will also be an adjective. If fat is an adjective, then thin will also be an adjective. Small and big, we have already got the opposites here. Fresh, opposite of fresh is stale. Basi, not fresh. Correct? So that way, whenever you learn adjectives, take both of them. whichever are opposite. To show that something or someone has more of a quality, we use more before the adjective. Now, when we are comparing the adjectives, suppose I want to say someone is more handsome than somebody else, or somebody is more intelligent than someone else. So, we want to compare. Compare means tulana karna chahte hain. Then we will use more dash than. See over here, they have given more intelligent, more frightening. So, after that, they have forgotten to give you that you have to put than also. Then you also may forget to put. So, let us see. Whenever you use more dash than, more intelligent than. The than has to come if there is more over here. Of course, if you want to convert it into sentence also you can say. Suppose you want to say Atul is more intelligent than his sister. So, you are comparing Atul and his sister. Okay. Next example, more frightening. Suppose you say that horror movies are more frightening than stories. When you are reading, you may not be so frightened, but when you are watching it, you will be very frightened. If the adjective is short with only one or two syllables, now first understand what is a syllable. We split words even for spellings and all. For example, intelligent. So, it has 4 syllables. Beautiful has 3 syllables. These type of words are big. So, these big words we use more dash than, like more beautiful than, more handsome than. But if it is a short word with only 1 syllable, like big, big is small syllable, or maybe 2, pretty, pretty, 2 syllables are there. We add ER instead of more. Now be careful over here. For big, you will have to write bigger than. Bigger, the G becomes double G. Or here they have given happy will become happier. So happy ends with Y, but it will become HAPPIER, and then we will take than. Suppose I say I am happier than you are, because I don't have to study for my exam. So I will use happier than, but in positive degree we will take happy only, HAPPY. To show something or someone has more of a quality than anything else, we use most. Most means sabse zyada. So if something has the maximum, before longer adjectives we use most, and otherwise we use EST. For example, most intelligent, more frightening, or biggest, happiest, softest. So here when we took bigger than, so this is in comparative degree. Okay. So big was in positive degree and the biggest will be in superlative degree. Here happy was in positive degree, happier than was comparative, and the happiest will be in superlative degree. But here when we took more intelligent than, then in the superlative degree it will be the most intelligent. Have you got that? See, soft, softer, softest. Now in softest you didn't have to make the T double. There are many adjectives which end with full. Now some let us check. See, here they have given useful as an example, helpful, and opposite of that, suppose you make useless. That is also an adjective. Helpless. That is also an adjective. So these are opposites, but by adding the suffix full or less, we made it into an adjective. Like wash becomes washable. So are these washable clothes? Yes. So that also is an adjective. Have you understood?